they just heard that. I just made you live. Hey, everybody. Calling all cherubs. It's Cherub Chit Chat time. Hello, I'm Angel from Halo Inspirations. We give you inspirations to help you spread beauty and joy through your quilting journey. Yes, hello, I'm coming from you from Kansas. I'm coming to you from Kansas City. Yes. And I'm in my daughter's... Do what?
That was a mouthful.
It was. And I'm in my daughter's townhome. I can't figure out how to get rid of that light. So bear with it. I'm in a different environment. I'm trying to work that out. It's only for one show, right? So we'll work that through. I need to scoot over because I'm going to be showing y'all stuff, right? Okay, so hello, Sherry. Hello, Sharina. Hello, Dawn. Glad to see you all. Good afternoon. Yes, welcome. I got a lot of quilts to show for you guys. A lot of your quilts. So we're going to get into having a little fun. And yeah. Oh, here. Let's see if, it says it's on. Oh, you can see it. Okay. I was looking for, let's see, this right here. Cameras are fun. So how y'all doing? Not too far from you. I know, Dawn. One of these days I'm coming to Minnesota to come see you. Minnesota. Yes. And Michael is here with us, the ominous one. So does he sound too loud to you guys, or do I sound too loud? Because my bars are pretty high. Just out of curiosity.
You're awesome.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Uncle John is here. Thank you very much. I hope y'all heard you're awesome, because you are. Hello, Chantel from Canada, eh? Glad to see you. Glad to see you. I actually, okay, I'm going to tell y'all, I have a lot of quilts. So what I've done, perfect, okay. Yes, Minnesota is where Dawn is from, Uncle John. So, no, you're not from Canada? I'm confused. So, at any rate, I did have a lot that I wanted to put in here, but yeah, Chantel, miss you, girl. Air high five. Whoop. I had a lot of quilts that I wanted to show. So what I've done, there's a few, not just quilts. I actually would love to show you some of Chantel's things. Chantel is on this crochet mission, and some of the stuff is very inspiring. So what I've done is I've done, just did a few. Well, there's a little bit more than a few, but we have a few things. And then I'm going to contact a few people that I have saved their stuff and come back to it and ask them for permission for October. Because Quebec, Canada, eh? Sorry. There's a shirt I want so bad. It's a maple leaf for Canada, and then it says A, and it has a question mark. I love it. I actually have some friends from Canada that live in Williamsburg, and they always do that, and I think it is the coolest thing ever. Oh, no was intended for the sound. Okay. Thank you, Chantel. I appreciate it. All right, so here's the scoop. The first thing I wanted to talk about, I did get a comment from a cherub on our bowl cozy video, and I wanted to address it here. Also, I did respond to her. I should have brought that out, but I didn't. Because I know she's probably not alone in her thinking, and it was a really good question. Basically, what she said was that she went out to my website and she looked at the labels for the batting that I used, and of course the labels do say wash cold and gentle or delicate, and then it says dry on low heat. And so she was wondering how it would work in a bowl cozy, which is a valid question, right? So basically, what I want to tell y'all, if anybody else is wondering this too, the most important thing, if I don't care if you're making a bowl cozy, I don't care if you're making a potato wrap thingy, and you anything that you use batting with or cotton fabric, the most important thing when you're making anything that goes in the microwave, every single thing needs to be 100% cotton. That includes your thread, and you have to watch the thread because sometimes it'll say cotton, but it's actually got it's a core of something else. It just has cotton overlaying, or vice versa. So no metallics at all. Doesn't matter if it's a brand name or designer quilting cotton or a box store. You no metallics at all. And the batting, what's important, it needs to be 100%. And you have to watch that too, because some say cotton batting, but they have scrims or resin or, something else in it to give it some stability. You don't want to put that in your microwave. Okay. So I will tell you, I've made, a couple of more than a couple bowl cozies for my daughter, and I've used 2 different brands. Now we do have Pellon. Is it Pellon? I hope it's Pellon. That does Wrap and Zap. That's designed for bowl cozies and different things, but it also does say gentle wash in cold. When you're drying it, you can dry it on a low heat. That is a normal thing for batting. I will tell you, my daughter, you can have a 100% cotton shirt and they tell you it's not pre-shrunk and, dry on low air. I do this too with shirts. I just throw it in and put it on high heat. But with her bowl cozy, she does the same thing. And it's fine. I wouldn't recommend it because that's not what the manufacturers of the batting recommend. But the idea is, you don't want to destroy your microwave with something. If you put any kind of polyester or, fabric or thread, it might melt. It might do some interesting things. The metallics may send sparks. So as far as the batting, the thread, and the fabric, 100%, nothing else, cotton, and you will be fine. Okay. That is the washing instructions. It is not the use. Okay. So I think it was a huge, awesome question. And I'm so glad that she went out and read a label. Some people forget to do that. And there's a lot of great information on the label about, whatever you're looking at. It could be your batting. It could be food. It could be whatever. So yes. That is hugely a great question, and I wanted to address it to everybody because it may seem a little confusing, but that is a care, not a use, okay? Just like our shirts. It's a care, not a use. So, okay. You're from Canada. Hello, round 2. It's Shirley, right? Do I have that right? Glad to see you, eh? I'm terrible. I know. I'm so sorry. I just think it's so cool. You agree, Dawn. You definitely need to check fabric, even if you cut around the metallic. Oh, very good. Thank you for that, Dawn. That was awesome. Have a great afternoon. I have dishes to do. Air high five back at you, Chantel. And no, it's
Don't
not.
microwave metallic crowns, apparently, because they will spark inside of a microwave.
Oh, yeah. Anything metallic
Yeah.
will. No scrim.
Yeah.
That's right, Dawn. No
That was pretty
scrim.
good.
Yep. No scrim, no resin, no nothing. It has to be 100% cotton. Period. Okay? And that,
Throw it in there.
yeah. Yeah, you're just throwing
Just
that in
throw
there,
it
Mike.
Yeah, just throw it in there. No, that's Sharina said. Even metallic crowns will spark in the microwave. Ask me how I know.
Oh, okay. I missed that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Mom, glad to see you. Oh, it didn't show up on my thingy thing. Oh, here it
Oh,
is.
well, that's right
Even
there.
metallic. Even metallic
Ask me how I
crayons.
know. I'm
Wow.
guessing. I'm just guessing you've done it before.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah.
Have
That's
you ever
odd.
has anyone ever this is probably a very guy thing to do, and that's fine. Has anyone ever gotten like an old microwave and just put something in it to make it go boom on purpose? Because that's fun.
No, I don't have money.
What do you mean you don't have money? Like a 900-year-old microwave. Like you finally replace your microwave, you take the old one and you make it go boom.
Yeah, no, I'm too scared.
Oh. Oh, it's fun.
Hi, Cindy. Glad to see you. Period. End of story. That's right, Dawn. Okay, so that was the question when I see things and I think, oh, I really should talk about it. That was one of them. Okay, so I will tell you while I'm here in Kansas City, I am working on some future projects. It's been fun.
You are?
I am. But it's been fun
Oh,
because I'm not in my own element and I don't have my studio. And so I'm trying to figure out how to set up this and that and how to get, it's been different. I will talk about that in the future. But in the meantime, I did bring two quilts
You're
with me.
awesome.
Aw. Thank you, Miss Shirley. Appreciate the like. Um, but so I did get my, I know y'all can't see this, and I will tell you, I did not bring my other camera because I didn't want it to break. I just bought a new microphone, which I didn't bring. I brought my old one because I just paid for a bunch of stuff, and I didn't want my camera to break, and then I get back, and I have to figure that out. So I'm sitting here with you guys on this camera. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some pictures while I'm here in Kansas City, and then for the either next October, if you really want to see some of the quilting up close, I can put it underneath the overhead camera in October. And then if y'all are interested in Cherub Chit Chat, not this weekend, but next weekend, I will definitely show you up close and personal the quilting. And I got to tell you, okay, so this is the first one, and I'm experimenting with, I'm still learning robotics. But I did get this one done with some shamrocks, as you can obviously see. Now this binding only has, it's put on the front, and I do stitch in the ditch to attach the back of it. I only have it glued right now, okay? And that is the backing, okay? But that's what I have. I do have this. It's almost done. It'll be done this weekend for sure. Easy. Even though I've got the retreat, all I gotta do is stitch in the ditch, and it's not very big, so it will definitely get finished. All right, hold on. Let me scroll down. I see some. Was wondering where I was. Oh, okay. Well, I'm here, Mom. In Tam's townhome. Melting crayon pieces to make new crayons. You forgot about the oh. Well,
That'll
thank
do
you.
it to you.
Yeah, it will.
That'll do it.
Yeah. So yes, Mom, I'm here in Tam's place. Tomorrow I go to the hotel in Liberty. Okay, so the other one, which is here's why you want to see the quilting, guys. Okay, because that one is just a pantogram. I'm still experimenting. It turned out good, except I'm gonna pick one of the retreat people. I'm learning robotics, right? So at the very bottom, it didn't go low enough towards. It was more than a quarter inch away from the bottom. So we'll talk about it later. All right, so the other one is my jewel box quilt. Y'all, for those of you that know, I sent this off to Vicki Holloway of My Creative Corner 3, and she quilted it for me to help me get caught up. And I got the binding all the way on, okay? So I do have the stitching. I added it on the front. This is the front. And you can see some of that quilting. Look at that. There's a whole bunch of different stuff in here. So I really want to zone in on some of this quilting because she did a fantabulous job. And it's fun to see. But I did put the binding on the front and then fold it over. I do use Roxanne's glue to fold it over to stay. And then I stitched in the ditch to get the whole thing on there. And I end up creating a little lip when I do that. But let me fold it over. There we go. Okay, so you do get a little lip when I do that, but it works really, really well. And it's not the worst thing in the world. And I will tell you, let me see. I'm wondering if I'm losing my microphone or my headset. All right. So I do have pretty decent mitered corners. Yeah. Now, normally what I do is I hand stitch these closed just to make sure that they don't come open on both sides. I haven't done that yet. So, but it is done. That's my 2 finishes for this video. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me just put that down. All right. Whew.
Yeah, problems over there.
It is. Thank you, Sherry. It is. Hey, Sherry Shore. So now we have 2 Sherrys in the house right now. So we've got Sherry with a C and Sherry with an S. And she's SS. So that's fun. I'm glad to see you too, Sherry.
Oh, that hurt my brain. I thought of Miss SS.
Yeah, I know.
That's not her names anymore, so I don't know. But yeah.
But you love the jewel box quilt, Sherry? Yeah, it's pretty. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Sherry S. Love the backing. Oh, and FYI, we were talking about this, and I don't know if it was on the live last week or if it was in Cherub Chit Chat, but this is the Hexie multi, and far away it does really look scrappy. Okay, that binding really does. Now this is Chick-a-Doodle-Doo by Poppy Cotton. It's not a Lori Holt. She does have a hexagon. She has 2 hexagon prints on bolts for yardage. And I believe I carry both of them in the store, but it does tend to give a very scrappy look. And it's not scrappy. It's just the print. So, FYI, it does work. We'll talk more about that with other things, that's for sure. Oh, you love the word fantabulous. And the quilt. Oh, thank you. You're working on pencil bags for your niece. Yep, school has started. What a brilliant idea, Sherry S. Love it. Okay, and I don't have my chat on. I got people from all different places in here, so I'm going to go. Okay, I'll turn it on later. I haven't turned it on yet, so why would I start? I do want to ask y'all, I have a note here. Binding takes me forever, and I machine bind now. Now, if I do the front with machine and I hand sew the back, it takes me even longer. So it is saving me time, but I will tell you, to put the binding on the jewel box quilt probably took me 4 hours, 3 hours, several hours, maybe 4. It's an all-day event. Now, the smaller one, the Shamrock one, it's much smaller. I think it's a 40 by 40 or so, maybe 42. I can't remember the exact size. I got the front on much faster than the jewel box quilt, but the jewel box quilt is like a 64, 66. I forget the measurements, but it's in the 60s, mid 60s. So, and it's square also, but it took me forever. I'm wondering, does it take y'all forever too? Just out of curiosity, because I get it on the front, I take it to the ironing board, I first press it to go flat, then I flip it over, I use glue, I get it pinned down with glue, and then I take it back to the sewing machine and I do a stitch in a ditch. It takes forever. And I know people can get it done like 30 minutes to an hour, and I'm like, man,
You know how long it takes me?
You've never done it, Michael. So, just saying.
Super fast.
You've been trying to behave yourself with shopping. You've been doing good. Well, at least You haven't posted that you gotten anything yet, so I'm thinking you got good. It reminds you of Lori Holt. Oh, yes. By the way, as my mom says, did you know she lives in Utah?
Lives in Utah.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you know that, Michael?
I did not.
You
No
find,
idea.
my mom says she finds binding relaxing. Yeah. Sherry Shore. Yep. Takes forever. Okay. Y'all, I've been wondering. Hello there. Guess who, Nancy? Glad to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Glad to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Don't ask you. Okay. I'm so glad. Binding and basting always. Okay, I am so. Thank you, Sherry S, for saying that. I know y'all can't see all the chat because I don't have the chat.
Comments?
Yeah, the comments. So I'll bring it back up at the end here because I'm going to show some quilts and it'll get in the way. So I'm glad I'm reading them. Sherry with a C. She's laughing because of the Lori Holt comment. I am so sure. But yeah, Sherry Shore, you are absolutely right. Binding and basting take forever. Okay. All right. So now the fun begins, guys. I've got lots of notes. I'm going to share y'all's quilts because the ones that I was able to get into this live. Now there are Miss Dawn. I hope I have some of her saved. Angel actually. Chantel, I know she hasn't quilted in a while, but I want to share some of her crochet. There's a few others. I've got a lot of stuff saved. I just needed to condense it. So when I reach out to you guys, cross your fingers. Y'all need to see some of these quilts and some of these projects because they are so awesome. But I do have these ones, so we're going to go ahead and get it started. Now, we're going to start with Mary. And I don't think she's in here today. Bless her heart. I'll definitely have to. Miss Mary, we all miss you. Now, she is our art quilter. Sherry S is a great art quilter too. She's done some phenomenal work with art quilts. But Mary actually did a project with Sassy Steph. Oh, she must have forgot we were on here today. Sassy Steph did a quilt. Oh my gosh, I wish Mary was here. I want to say it was either something about sisters, 7 sisters or something like that, or it was Chuck somebody. It's not Sassy Steph from Long Arm of a Memoirs of a Long Arm Quilter. It was somebody else's pattern and they did it on her YouTube channel. There's a number of people that did it together. And Mary did one and it had turned out so pretty. So let me show y'all. It's called, that's not hers. That was a sneak peek. We know who that was. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is why I wanted to move my chair over. Okay, so it's Joy. And actually, I want to say that Mary actually called it her Joy art wall quilt. I don't know the finished size of this, but it's not huge, guys. And her fabric is awesome. What a great thing to hang up on the wall for your Christmas holidays. Now, I don't know exactly how each of them did it. I want to say the pattern is written as a grid project, grid quilt. I don't know if they did it or not that way because the squares are actually a certain size. Now, it's not my pattern, so I can't share that. But I could just see doing it without doing a grid. However, I think that's how the pattern is written, if I'm correct. I don't have any one of them in here, so they can't tell me I'm wrong. Great word. Yeah, Mom, I know. Isn't it pretty? Isn't it so pretty, Sherry? Sherry says that's so pretty. My mom says love it. Great word. Yeah, my mom likes that word. She also likes hope, which is another great word. Yeah, super cute. So that's Mary's. Thank you, Mary. When you're watching the hashtag replay, we appreciate your inspiration. And I'll tell you what, I will put in the description box. I'll find out if anybody is interested in that. I'll find out the actual name of the pattern and I'll put it in the description box later after I find out who's and what it is because I don't know. Okay, so the next one, you all saw a sneak peek. It is Miss Sherry with a C out of Pennsylvania. And she did Crossroad of Lori Holt because we all know Sherry loves her some Lori Holt. This is kind of like a blown up picture. Well, it's not really blown up, but it's not so far away either. Okay. This is amazing. So it's Crossroads. It's a Lori Holt pattern called Crossroads. And she knocked it out of the ballpark, right? Super cute. I love that there is consistency with her background, but she did it a little scrappy. Sherry, you're in here. Which fabric did you use for, not the background, but the other parts? I can see X's in those. That hence the name Crossroads. There is a definite, there are a couple of patterns in here. If you stare at it long enough, you will see the alternating patterns. I absolutely love this. Hello, Colleen. Sews and chats are light. Thank you for stopping in. It is very pretty, right? You love her fabric choices, right? You have a table runner planned with the word and a snowman. Oh, Sherry, brilliant. She's talking about the joy. That'll be beautiful. You're in love with the Crossroads quilt? Yeah. Oh, 10 sisters. See, I said 7. Thank you, Colleen. It is Holiday Joy by 10 Sisters. Yeah, I'll put the link for it when I get it in the description box. It's flea market? Look, I'm getting close to the camera, guys, because I need to look too. Awesome. I love flea market. I'm doing something with flea market too currently. Flea market is a line from Lori Holt, for those who don't know. For Riley Blake, because Lori Holt is a designer for Riley Blake Designs. But it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. Yes, Colleen says it's gorgeous. My mom, love Lori Holt quilts, beautifully done. And Colleen, thank you for the fun little emoji. Excuse me. All right, so speaking of that, though, what she has done is this took her apparently over a year. And she worked on it on and off, okay? So it took her a year. And then she did some, what do you call them? Shams for her bed, or a bed in her house. And a valance in the same room. So this next picture, that's on her bed. And as you can see, or a bed in her home. You can see the pillows, or the shams in the back that match. And you can see how it has the block on there. Super darn cute. And then I want to add her valance. That's her valance, guys. Is that not cute? No, she was so funny because she stated that she cheated a bit, she says. Okay. She says that she bought some shams that matched the quilt background fabric and then just added the quilt blocks to it. And then for the valance, she actually she had one that was off-white, and so she coffee dyed it and added the blocks and strips. That ain't cheating. She said she wanted to be lazy. I didn't write that down. Did I? Oh, yeah, I did. I just remember her saying it. You're not being lazy. You're being resourceful, and it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, see, Colleen says, love what she did. My mom says, would you just look at that? Wow. Absolutely, guys. So you're not cheating, girl. You're being very resourceful. And it has a art. Huh? Whoops. That's another one.
Smart.
There you go. It's smart. So just one last time. The shams with the quilt. Right? And the valance. Super cute. Super cute, Sherry. Now, Sherry with a C. Now, she also, and you got a sneak peek because I'm terrible at this button thing. She also did a quilted jacket, which I think is so cool. And I'm glad she's here because I had one question. So that, sneak peek, that's her front. Isn't that darling? She made that. And She made that. And so that's the front, and that's the back.
Is it zipper or button?
I don't know.
I think it's button.
I don't know. Sherry's a zipper or a button? I think it's a button. Or a snap. Could be a snap. Now, my question was, what fabric, I don't know if you can remember this, but what fabric line did you use? On the inside, and then the binding that you did around it, around the pockets and the outside of it, it actually reminds me of a Lori Holt fabric. Although the only color I've seen when I started paying attention was green. This is a blue, and I loved it. It's kind of like in the pictures, it kind of looks dusty blue. So I'm just kind of curious what line it was. She was creative. There you go, Mom, not lazy. Hi, Mary, you missed it. We showed your joy quilt, which I'm glad you're here. Because I'll have a question in a little bit. So, yes, Mary, glad you're here. Oh no, that's not cheating. That's brilliant, right? And then Cindy says very creative. That we're talking. The chat is slower than where I am, guys. So it always goes backwards. Colleen says, "Wow, beautiful. My mom, I am going to make a quilt jacket. It's on your bucket list. No closure at all," she says, Michael. She says, "I can't remember what the fabric name is, but it's not Lori." No, I agree with you. The squares there in the front, those are not Lori Holt. They're actually resembling another quilt designer, but I can't think of her name off the top of my head. You love the jacket lining. Yeah, I would. I thought you would, because it's very similar to a Lori Holt. The blue lining was actually from Joanne Fabric. Well, it's cute. Yeah, glad to be here, Mary says. I'm glad you're here too. Mary also says that's a beautiful jacket. And you can actually, whoop, I did the wrong button again. Y'all, you can actually see that is a hood. This is really cute. I'd wear that any day. I love it. All right, so Sherry with a C, thank you for sharing all that. Very inspirational. Sherry also says the pattern was from Grain Line Studio. There is a complete tutorial on YouTube. Okay, let me write that down, because I can see if I can find it, and then I can put it in also when I put Mary's joy pattern in the description. I will also, if I can find it, I'll put that in the description too, because that is, I don't make clothes, so I'm like super in awe. All right. I'm just taking a note so I can try and find it. All right. Oh, there you go. Good fall football game going jacket. Whoop, whoop. Yep. Good idea. I'd wear that in a heartbeat. I wear it everywhere. Mary, as far as your joy quilt, was the pattern written as a grid pattern? And did you do it that way, or did you do your own, or soccer? You know, girl. Or did you do it as whatever size the squares were? Which I don't want to say, because it's not our pattern, right? But I thought it was written as a grid pattern. And it was 10 Sisters. I got to write that down. I got to find it. All right. So while Mary is responding to that, because I'm on a delay, I'm going to jump into the next one. So we have Sharina out of Utah, same place Lori Holt is. She is so lucky. Beautiful country out there. So we have Sharina. Now, the first thing, she did a quilt from Pat Salone called Summer Camp. I love this, guys. Are you ready? She got it finished. How super cute is this, guys? How super cute. I love the sashing color that she chose. I kind of feel like it ties it all together. And then you have the two different variations of her 9 patches and her cornerstones. I love this. Now, I want to tell you, I don't know which one it is, but Sharina did say that she changed out one of the blocks that Pat Salone had, everything was about what you could find at camp. And one of them was called Mail Call that Pat Salone designed. And she took that one out and she put in another block from Pat Salone's Out of This World quilt. And she named it Flag Ceremony. Now, I say this because the last block that they did was called At the Lake, or she renamed it At the Lake. And because she said she has quite a few memories that involve the lake at her girls' camp. So I'm not sure which one she renamed and which one is her change out from the other one, but that she renamed Flag Ceremony. And I will tell you guys, I don't know how many y'all been to camp. She actually said, which is so cool, she said that Flag Ceremony was a big part of her girls' camp for her. And one year, they actually retired 3 flags, and she was given a little medicine bottle that had some ashes in it from their ceremony. I thought that was so cool. That is a really great idea. Like, a really good idea to give those girls a little medicine bottle full of ashes. I also remember, even as a Girl Scout leader when my daughter was little, and then growing up and going to Girl Scout camp or going to summer camp, the flag, you got up in the morning, there were people that were assigned a flag ceremony, then, the flag goes up in the morning, and then you had, when the flag come down in the evening, and there's a ceremony, and everybody going to the ceremony, and you watch the flag go. That is a brilliant idea, Sharina, to put a block in there that is all about your flag ceremony. I mean, that is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, so Mary did say that on the grid, it was on a grid interfacing, and no, she didn't buy it. Yeah, because you could do it a couple of different. Yeah, Stephanie of Memoirs of a Long Arm Quilting did do it on a grid, and when she did it, she gave some tips and hints. Yeah, so Colleen says, so cute, I know, I love this. I love this quilt. Sherry from PA with Sherry with a C says she loves the scrappy look, Sharina. My mom loved all the variations, so beautiful. Mary says, very cute, the middle on the right. Okay, reminds me of boats on a lake. Oh yeah, I'm with you, Mary, I'm with you. So the top left corner is your flag ceremony, or I'm guessing. On my honor, I will try to do my duty to God, yes, and my country, and to help others at all times, and to obey. I'm hoping I'm right. The Girl Scout law. Yeah, or the Girl. Was it the Girl Scout rules? I thought it was law. Yes. 3. Oh, you can't see it, but I'm doing my 3 fingers, guys. Once you're Girl Scout, and Boy Scouts too, they also did their flag ceremony. So this type of quilt can go either way. Memory in your quilt. Yes, absolutely. My mom says memory in your quilt. Every quilt has a story, guys, and we got to be a part of Sharina's story, because to tell us about the lake and about how she changed out the block to be a flag ceremony and why. I mean, that it helps us connect to the quilt. It helps, meaning like we can like put ourselves into it, and we can start to think about how we would, go back and think about our own memories, and it attaches us to the quilt and what we feel. But then it also helps us connect better with Sharina, because we too can hear her story, and we can there's a word I'm looking for and I'm going to lose it. But it just helps us connect even with Sharina, being able to hear her story and put ourselves in her story. So awesome, bajawsome. The second block is the one you named on the leg. So the second block on the top, I'm guessing. Very cool. Shirley from Around to It. I think you're their name. I didn't see that you answered me. Beautiful work, she says. Mary says, how could I forget the Girl Scout honor, right? Very good, Ange, my mom says. Yeah. Top left is the flag ceremony. Yes, okay. The quilt is so meaningful, my mom says. It's not just a quilt. And Mary, I wonder if the upper right block is sitting around the campfire. Oh, okay. So just out of curiosity, Sharina, what is the top right block? Sherry with an S says this is cool. It is a cool story and a pretty quilt. It is. I love it. Y'all know I'm all about the stories because that's what makes the quilt. All right, so, and I got two more pictures to show from Sharina. I'm just hoping to see because I pull it down. I can come back to it, but we want to know what the top right block is called. Michael, are you still there? Because you've been quiet.
I've been listening.
Okay, just want to check on you. All right.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so Shirley says, yes, I am Shirley. Sorry, I had to step. No, you're fine. This is a cool story and a pretty quilt. Yeah, we read that one. Mary says, I love the quilt. And, oh, my mom says, the more you look at it, the more you see. Yeah, I know, and I'm sorry I took it down. Okay. Oh, if you want to see it, it's in Creative Kingdom. You can look at it even longer because you will see a lot more. Okay, so also Sharina is also doing, oh gosh, bless her. This woman is superwoman when it comes to quilts. She does so many. And if I remember correctly, Sharina is also part of a group that does quilts for charity. I could be wrong, but I think my memory serves me right. The center is, okay, here we go. Let me just pull that back up one last time. So she says the center is campfire. Okay, well that makes sense to me. And the upper right is camp songs. Y'all, this is so much fun. I hope you don't mind that we're like digesting your quilt, Sharina, but it is so awesome. Okay, so there you have it. There's that. All right, so let's go to her 100 blocks, 100 days, 100 blocks with Gnome Angel. She does it every year. Sharina says she's probably making, well, not probably, she's at least making 2, so she started them. So here is her first one, which is very colorful. And I don't have it big enough to see, but not only are they great colors, but there are some fun prints in there. When I was looking at it earlier, so I don't know what y'all are seeing. I can see what you're seeing, but my squares are smaller, so I can't get real close. But the colors, this is going to be a really cool quilt, especially with some of the prints that she used, and if she has a reason why. I love this. So this is the first of the 2 quilts that she's got progress on from 100 days, 100 blocks from Gnome Angel. You know what? All the patterns that I'm aware of, I will put in the description box later. Okay, it'll probably take me a couple days to get it done because I want to get it all collected, but I promise you guys, if you're interested, it'll be easy for you to find. Oh, Mary, you love the camp quilt. Yeah, I do too. Oh, okay. So Sharina says with this one, it's going to be an I Spy. I believe that. My mom says, love it. Looks like a fun quilt. Yeah, so that's the first one. Let me show you the second one, which y'all know I love red, white, and blue. Boom. This is dear to my heart. Now, I could see this a lot easier, even in here. She has fussy cut. You can see boats. I think that's a lighthouse on the top on the beach, maybe.
Yep.
You can see an eagle.
I saw a seagull.
Oh, that's a seagull? Oh, that makes more
That's
sense.
definitely that's not an eagle. That's a
Listen,
seagull.
listen, I need glasses, guys. Yes, I have some, but they're for reading, not far away. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Everything about the water world or the beach world, and it's in red, white, and blue. This is going to be cool. This is going to be
You're
super cool.
biased.
I am
You're
biased.
biased.
I am.
Yeah.
Just saying. I like the other one too because of all the
Uh-huh.
colors and the fun prints.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna have stories.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Beautiful, love all the colors, Colleen says. Love me some fussy cut, says my mom. Yep, absolutely. So those are the beginnings of. Now she's taking all 100 blocks. If she does all 100, and so far it's just 2 quilts. You could make a lot more than 2, right? But she's splitting it up, and this is her progress. She's taking a short break to get ready for Christmas, but she'll come back to it because we all know Sharina. She's going to get it done. These are a great start, and they are really, really pretty, Sharina. Thank you for sharing this. Thank you so much. I've never done 100 blocks. I can't do 100 blocks on her days, but I have never even thought about taking her pattern and digressing it and using some of them. So I'm actually intrigued by it. I'm going to look. I'm going to definitely look at it. All right. So y'all have been asking about my mom's quilt. So she shared some of them. Sharina, thank you. Thank you for that. You're also very, very inspirational. Each one of you have your own place in the quilting world. We all have our own place. And it's just a privilege that that you share it so we all can see it. All right. So the first one I'm going to share from my mom is her Minnie Mouse quilt. It was done with a panel for my granddaughter, so her great granddaughter, Emma Grace. Super cute. It is quilted. It is bound. And like she said, it was a panel. So that makes it fun. That makes it fun and faster. Didn't say fast. I said faster. And who doesn't love them some Minnie Mouse? Isn't that fun? Oh, yes, that is great fussy cutting, says Colleen about the Sharina. Love the red, white, and
Minnie
blue
Mouse has a
quilts.
pet?
Huh?
Minnie Mouse has a pet? How's that work?
Where do you see it?
Wait,
I didn't say
look
no.
at the bottom. No, look at Minnie Mouse's
Oh.
bottom right. That's a pet. How does a mouse have a pet? What? I'm confused.
Well, think about Mickey Mouse and Pluto. Pluto was his pet.
And Pluto had intelligence. All right, Pluto was his own character.
Well, does anybody know what Minnie Mouse's pet is?
I've never seen that. I have never seen that.
That's quite a challenge. It is, Mary, to do 100 blocks in 100 days. Yeah. She says, and Mary also said, wow, really nice, Sharina. Sherry with a C says, Sharon, that is so cute. So SEW, cute. Yeah. Colleen, I am a fan of panels. Yeah, who isn't? We all love panels. Emma Grace loves Minnie Mouse, my mom says. Yes, she does. Sharina, she is coming out with a new pattern in March 2023. So if you want to do 100 days, 100 blocks, purchase it before the end of the year. She does a new one every year. So thank you for the update on that, Sharina. So then she's coming out with a new pattern in March of 2023. So if you want this one, you got to get on board before March. Oh, here we go. Mary says Minnie Mouse can do it all, even quilt. Oh, that was sweet. Sherry with an S, love that. My great niece would love that. Yeah, who doesn't love them some Mickey Mouse? Sharina, every 3 years. Okay, I thought she did it every year. So every 3 years is 100 blocks, 100 days. Gotcha. Colleen, it's a cartoon. A carton. It's a carton? Logic, it's a cartoon. She must be a cartoon. Logic need not apply. Trying to reason.
Look, I understand this, but they are animals with pets. It just always throws me for a loop.
Trying to reason, that hurts my head. Laugh out loud. Just loving the pretty. It's a fun panel, says Sharina. Okay, so that's the first one. Now, my mom also did a Sue bonnet. Sue. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. So this is the entire quilt. And this was also for her great-granddaughter, Emma Grace. What she did say is she hand embroidered and hand quilted. Yeah, I told you all, my mom does a lot with her hand and less with the sewing machine. So this is all hand quilted and hand embroidered. So that's the overall. But here's an up close to the Sue Bonnet Sue with all the embroidery and some of the hand quilting. Yeah.
All right, look.
What?
This tradition continues. Michael doesn't get anything. Everyone else gets all of it. Got it.
Sorry. I'm working on yours, Michael.
It's-
Stop it.
Yeah.
Sunbonnet Sue. I thought I was saying around. I'm like, yeah, this isn't right. Thank
That
you,
is
Mom.
really pretty though.
Isn't it?
It's cute. Yeah.
Sunbonnet Sue. Oh, I love that, Colleen says. Mary says, beautiful work, Sharon. Yeah, so Mary also does hand embroidery too. So that doesn't surprise me. Mary is very versatile. Look at that. That's cute. I love it. And I've got an idea with a Sunbonnet Sue that's coming at you later. And it was funny because she sent me this. I was like, oh, I didn't even know she made one for Emma Grace. The next one.
Look what I mean.
The next one is oh, I knew she did quilts, Michael, just not a Sunbonnet Sue. I think Mom.
No, Michael, your son received quite a few quilts from me. Everybody else gets quilts. Everyone gets all these cool things. I don't get any of them.
Okay, so Sherry also said, oh, that's amazing, Sharon. Did you know that Lori Holt is coming out with a Sunbonnet Sue in 2023? Look at that. Michael, your son received quite a few quilts from me, said my mom. Laugh out loud.
Yep. See?
Sharina,
See
those are so Sharina, those are so cute. Those are cute. Love the swing. My mom says thank you all. So for those of you who are in both, she does say thank you all. And Sherry, yes, I need more time for my projects. This is bad when I share this stuff, guys, because it does inspire you to do more. I know. Trust me. I see it all the time. Okay, so the next one I'm going to share with my mom did is called, she calls it Salvation. Mom, if I'm correct in saying this was also a grid pattern. I don't know that you ended up doing it that way, but if my memory serves me correct, it was also a grid pattern. It's a cross, guys. She calls it Salvation. It's a cross made with batiks, and background is flower prints, light and dark flower prints, light and dark shades. What you can't see real well, I don't think, it's hard for me to see what you see. She tatted the edging and hand sewed it to the border. And then she quilted the whole thing on her Sweet 16. It was one of your first quilts that you quilted on a Sweet 16, if I remember correctly. Colleen, I've enjoyed all the beautiful work. Thank you all. And Angel, you have to go. I'll get the rest on the replay. Love you, Colleen. See you soon. Oh no, didn't know Lori Holt was doing a Sunbonnet Sue. Yeah, well, there you go, Mom. It's coming. Mary, bye, Colleen. Okay, so yeah, I don't need to read everything. So Sherry did say it was gorgeous with an S. Sherry with a C. I don't have enough words for the Salvation quilt. Beautiful. It was a grid, my mom said, but I did my own thing, right? Fair, yeah. And it turned out beautiful, Mom. It turned out beautiful. Okay, so that is Salvation. Now, my mom also did a Quilt of Valor type quilt for her older brother. He is the oldest of 12 children. My mom is the second oldest, so he is the only older for her. And he served in Vietnam. He was, quote unquote, Sergeant Thomas Campbell. Served in Vietnam, so she made him a Quilt of Valor. I wanted to share this with you guys because there is some inspiration for you guys who are interested in ever doing if you do it through Quilt of Valor organization, there are certain sizes that you have to make sure you do. And there's a lot of, not a lot, there's a little bit of rules. There's not a lot, but there is a little bit. And then when you present it, it has to be done a certain way, and they have to everybody has to okay the quilt and who it's going to. So there's this whole thing. But you don't have to go through the organization to present somebody a quilt. Just so you know. You don't have to do that. You can do your own thing.
This was for Papa Tom?
This is, yes, for Papa Tom. Now, I've cut off my mom's head and his head because I didn't have permission from my Uncle Tom to put him out on YouTube. And I'm very big on privacy, guys. Y'all know that. So I've cut the head off. But this is the Quilt of Valor quilt that my mom made. I will tell you she used EPP method for the star in the middle, and then she appliqued tribute pieces and patches. She also said he cried, she cried when they presented it to him at the family reunion. It's really pretty, guys. And so a little bit more up close of some of the other things she put on there that she talked about. So this is one of the items that was on that quilt. Is that actually appliqued, Mom? Or, I mean, not appliqued. Is that a patch that you found and you put on there? You did not hand embroider all that crap. There's no way. I just got to know, though. And then here's, oh, this one's really cute. So we have dog tags. And I can see, Mom, did you EPP those little designs on the side? Oh, and Campbell. See how it says Campbell? That's actually from his uniform. That's or a uniform. That's the name that goes on there. Super cute. One more, guys. Is that not too cute? Another patch. Now I'll let y'all read it. Because it's kind of real.
You said embroidery and then applique. Holy cow.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So so it's embroidered and then you applicate it on. Gotcha.
So
she didn't embroider. I bet
you. Did Meemaw become great grandma?
My mom?
Yeah. Is she taking over for great grandma for all the quilts and such?
Oh, my grandma doesn't do quilts. My grandma does blankets. Oh, but Mom, he wants to
blankets.
know. Yeah, she crochets blankets. She crochets them. So, Mom, you got to make a storage for everybody, quilts for all the people. That's what Michael's saying.
And you got to start selling them. You got to start selling them and having our put them up for auction.
Yeah.
Like great grandma.
Because we all have time for that.
Mm-hmm.
So Sherry with a C, Sharon, your quilts are amazing. Sherry with an S, loves star quilts. I'm not great at them, but she loves them. So yeah, just to go back, just for that full picture there. It's really pretty, Mom. And while I'm here in Kansas City, I have my first machine quilted quilt. It's not very big, guys. That I done, and I gave it to my daughter. I'll actually take a picture of that while I'm here, and then my mom gave her one, and there's a story with it. So I'll make sure to take a picture of that, and we'll talk about that next time. So my mom says, my mom made several quilt tops to give to her. Quilt tops?
Oh, wow.
That's cool. Whoops. How do I turn these off? Okay, wait. So that's what I have for today, guys. I told you I had quite a mess, a good hot mess, great mess of wonderful inspirational quilts that y'all are doing. I know these things. Somebody, I think it might have been Sherry asked. It just makes you want to put some more on your list. So many more things that we all want to make, right? Yeah. So thank you, all of you. Mary, thank you for sharing. Sharina, Sherry with a C, and my mom. Thank you so much. And there was so many more, guys. So for those people, I'm going to ask them for next month. And so I hope I can share those with you guys if they say okay. So I'm going to be sure to be reaching out a lot sooner than I did this time. I'm going to be I have it all saved, so I'm going to reach out to you very soon. Sherry with an S says, I'll learn if I won anything on my, what's an Aline quilt this Saturday? Oh, yeah, but just if you did, yes, please. Oh, alien.
Alien.
Okay. I was like, what's an Aline? Yeah. I wish I could see these quilts on a bigger screen. You'll try to look again on your TV. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's a great idea. I do that too when I'm at home. I put everything on the big screen. But yeah, great idea. And yeah, very cool, right? Very cool. So yeah, y'all are extremely inspirational. Thank you for allowing me to share. I'll reach out to some people here real soon because I'd love for you to see what they're doing, because everybody has a little something different, and it just makes you and for me, it makes me appreciate all the hard work they've done and all the beauty and joy that they're spreading in the world. I mean, we got to see it for just this moment, and we're all, wow, yeah, and it just makes your heart sing, and it makes your soul feel good. And that's what happens when you make quilts and you spread them out into the world, whether it's hanging it on your own wall, giving it to your neighbor, your daughter, your son, your niece, your nephew, your grandchildren, your best friend, like I said, your neighbor could be, or charity, to a complete stranger. You're definitely spreading joy and beauty in the world and letting people know how much we care. Quilters do make differences, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. Mary says, thank you, Sharon. Spell check, Sherry. Yeah, mine doesn't work well. It changes words. Thank you, Miss Angel, for showing us all the quilts. Well, thank you, Mary, and thank you all for sharing it with me and allowing me to share it in the world. It's got to be out there. Everybody's got to see this stuff because y'all are amazing. All right, guys. Well, that's what I got. I'm going to be at you not next Wednesday. Just so y'all know, I'll be in the midst of traveling. But I might do a pop-up to let you know what's happening next Friday, which is the 16th, I believe, of September. Me and Sassy Stuff of Memoirs of a Long Arm Quilter have a project to do with you guys. I think a lot of you are going to like this. Not only is it not hard or not, oh, y'all know I don't like rules. So we're going there. You can, all right. It has no rules. It just has guidelines. And it's a project. And I think what it's based around is going to, a lot of you will appreciate this. Kind of like the pocket purr quilt. Y'all really, as a channel, it's one of the most popular videos. A lot of people love making pocket prayer quilts. So it's kind of on that line. It's not a pocket prayer quilt though, guys. Something different. And it really touched Stephanie. And so we've decided to do it together, and I can't wait. So that's next Friday, and I'll let you know where and what time next week. So just because I'm gone on Wednesday doesn't mean that we aren't going to be spending some time together if you so choose. So I will let y'all know more details about that. I will not be doing a happy hour inside Creative Kingdom this Saturday because I'll be at the retreat. I'm going to be taking pictures, and if I do any video, I haven't decided how to do that yet, but if anything comes awry out of this, I will definitely share with you, because come Friday, it'll be Angela Walters. And if you are familiar, and if you're not, you got to check them out. Rochelle and Lindsay from the Inappropriate Quilters podcast. They are so fun. You got to check the podcast out if you're into podcasts. You will love it. They're Inappropriate Quilters. They are so much fun. Very, very fun. Very skilled quilters. They also have Instagram channels I'll put all the links in the description later now that I've talked about it. But they're going to be at the retreat too, so I'm very excited to meet them. So I'll keep you updated. This is my first retreat doing it through a shop. So I don't really know what to expect besides, oh, y'all, I'm learning curved piecing. We're doing a quilt with curved piecing and a curved ruler. More to come on that. So keep you updated, and I will take pics. If I can share them, I will. I can definitely take pictures of the event area in Liberty. I'm also going to take pictures of Liberty because that's where my husband and I met, and he asked me to marry him. So that way y'all get a little personal side to it. But I'm pretty sure I can take pictures of Quilting is My Therapy shop and her event center, which used to be an old school. It's very, very cool. So I promise y'all I'll share as much as I can when I get it. And whether I put it in a big long video with Michael's help or whether or not I just flash pictures, or maybe I'll do a little thing here and there on Instagram and Facebook on occasion. We'll see. It's coming. I promise. I got my camera. Okay. It's coming at you. So I will miss y'all this Saturday. I'll miss you next Wednesday, but I promise you, I'm always thinking of you. And y'all are my inspiration, and I appreciate it. And thank you, Mom. She says, have fun. And thank you all for stopping by today. Thank you for sharing your quilts. Thank you for this awesome Cherub Chit Chat. Y'all are wonderful. You really are. You're making the world a better place everywhere. And I thank you for that. And until next time, may you all continue to be inspired, productive, ever so joyful. Never stop believing, and never stop making your dreams in quilting come true. Michael, say goodbye.
Stay safe!
See, he says stay safe. He always does that. Is that not weird? I love y'all. Hey, happy hump day. Whoop, whoop. Happy Wednesday. Happy quilting. See you all soon.